Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I am your host, Rosalind Perkins. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. It's past 12, so it is Happy Monday. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's weekend was great. Mine was decent. Um, Definitely, we got a great show. The show is hold on. Let me say verbatim. Um, I'm sorry, everyone. I be forgetting. I be telling people I be forgetting my topics. But are the foundational Black Americans the new Black Americans or new Black America? The reason why I ask these type of questions and the reason why we get into these type of questions is because the way how we look, the way how like the landscape is looking, it looks like foundational Black American holds it down for everybody, and we keeping our culture. And like I know some people be like, "Oh, it's cap, it's Africa. Y'all niggas is African and shit like that." Like my nigga, Africans don't even niggas. Africans started accepting us when we started delineating, and they had to do it by themselves. They so used to like the Martin Luther King. I'm just being personally honest. They're just used to the Martin Luther King, turn the other cheek bullshit. And a lot of niggas ain't be on. A lot of niggas ain't even on that shit. I'm gonna be personally honest. But before we start this show, and we're gonna watch a few videos. I'm gonna be personally honest. We're gonna be watching a few videos today, and you know what? Salute. I'm gonna say this. Salute to all y'all niggas who are foundational Black Americans that be holding it down. When niggas tell you no, you say yo. Prove it. Prove I'm from here. I have to say that because at the end of the day, we're the only. Hold on. We're the only people that defend our own culture. We're the only people who get judged for defending our own culture. All jokes aside. And before we start, I want you to like and subscribe and also comment on everything we talk about. If you go buck wild, you say, yo, Roshi, you fucking crazy. Yo, you smoking fucking you freebasing, my nigga. Yo, write it, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say, my nigga. Just yo, just promote this podcast, man. And I always tell people, yo, all I want you to do is promote the podcast. If you talk crazy like, yo, this nigga's bugging, nigga, you say how you feel. I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. You know. But I want you to like and subscribe as I did, and also share. When you share, it helps me out. I always tell y'all that, but yeah, it helps me out when y'all do share the podcast and stuff. Um, One of my workers, not even I don't like to say worker, but one of my partners, Bobby. Oh shit, I totally forgot to share this to the Wiz Mason. Bobby, he gave me this idea. He was like, "Yo, won't you go on Tariq Nasheed and just talk?" I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. I can do that. He's like, when you gonna do it? I was like, I don't know, man. It's just like, yeah, I be working, so I told him it'll probably be like a Wednesday and Thursday. Hold on 1 second. I'm thinking about doing it on my birthday, just like calling in and saying like, oh yo, this is how I feel, blah blah blah, and like there's a few things that I have planned for. I still am working on the I'm still working on that documentary right now. I didn't know documentaries take this long, but I'm working on a documentary, and also I'm working on a short film or a short TV show. Most likely a short film. I have great ideas for short filming. It's just like I need business. I need business workers. People who donate some money and stuff like that. So definitely if you can help with that, definitely that'll be great. Cash at me and stuff. That shit goes right. It get deposit right in to not to my bank account, but into like a savings where It's for my film fest. It's for my short film. Um, but definitely I'm gonna do the short film first. The short film's gonna be super crazy. Um, but yeah, I'll tell you how my weekend went. My weekend was all right. What I do? I went to Maine. Actually, I got fucked up this weekend. I got fucked up for like 2 days. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even drink like that, my nigga. And I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm just doing that because I'm cutting down probably like next week, in 2 weeks. Once my birthday come, I'm not gonna be drinking like that no more. So I got like 2 more weeks. My birthday's on the 8th. So, and I'm gonna have a birthday show too. So yeah, niggas is gonna be super lit for that one. I'm thinking about doing one on Tuesday, like Tuesday night into like Wednesday morning for like 4 hours. And we talk about everything. We talk about how this year went and like and I personally want to do I personally wanted to make that my anniversary for the podcasting. But nah, I'm gonna do it like in December as always. This is gonna be my birthday week. This shit's gonna be for me. Niggas gonna have a little bit of money. Bills I gotta pay and shit like that. You know how shit goes. When you get a little bit of money, you gotta pay the bills and shit like that. But other than that, like my week is crazy. I was also gonna do another show tomorrow, so definitely we got two shows that we're gonna get popping. But this topic question is gonna be super dope, and the reason why it's gonna be super dope because we have so many we have the black diaspora going crazy right now. Like all jokes aside, the black diaspora is going fucking crazy. And the reason why is like, we taking our power back. We're not like, oh yeah, we sharing powers with niggas and stuff, and niggas is just turning on us. Now we ain't doing that shit no more. We doing big things now where like, you know what? We calling everybody out. Even if it's coons, nigga. People from our community, we calling it out. We've been calling out Jesse Lee Peterson. We've been calling out Jason Whitlock and even fucking Mark Lamont Hill. He's supposed to be special? No, nigga, you ain't special. I'll tell Mark Lamont Hill, you're not special, nigga. We call you out too. You don't get no pass, nigga. You have to do that. And the reason why you have to do that because at the end of the day, people always think they can disrespect you. And hold on. Employee chase black customer down the street for not leaving the tip. Yeah, that shit always happen. But yeah, niggas have to y'all niggas gotta hold your own nuts now, man. It's not like we need to help each other out. Cause last time we tried to help each other out, nigga, we was the one doing all the work. And when we did all the work, y'all niggas act like we did all this shit together. I'm just being personally honest. We tired of y'all niggas. Hold on one second. Who's this? The girl's mother told her that her makes it was a problem. His stylist said he had no experience that wasn't temper here, but would do his. Hold on one second. Oh, I gotta be personally honest too. I'm gonna say some shit too, and it might cause a little bit of controversy and shit. Hold on one second. Uh, all right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. All right, and hold on, who's this girl? I don't know. And it might cause controversy. Not everybody. And I'm gonna say this. Not everybody who is from a person who accepts people of color is for people of color. And the reason why I say that is I just watched a video. And we're gonna get into some crazy shit tonight. Not everybody, and the reason why I say that is because I just watched a video of the girl who told her daughter that her hair is a problem because she has black in her. Because she can't do her hair, and she's like, oh, it's a problem. You know, it's problematic and shit like that. Like, shit like that is fucked up, man. And, like, this is why I always tell certain people sometimes, like, yo, different ethnicities be using black people just so they can say they had black kids, man, or they have Spanish kids, or they had Asian kids, or yo, you gotta watch out, man. You gotta watch out. Not everybody's for the best. Let me tell you something. In England, they use that shit like it's a necessity. That's why you got so many mixed kids running around in England. We be telling them niggas like, yo, y'all not the black British. Y'all not the black Brits. The black Brits probably died out, I think, in the what, 40s or probably the 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s. You know, so like it wasn't that bad back in the days. Like, and the reason why because I don't think there was the I don't know where this fucking skinhead Nazi like generation came. Like I don't even get white people sometimes because you got to look at the Nazis. They didn't even like white people because you got to look at it. Jewish people are white people. You know, it's just you just don't like. Let me tell you something. A Jewish person can say that they're German. A Jewish person can say that they're Polish or something. So they can be considered white. I never got that. I never got that in my mind. Like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck these white people be fighting over? You know, the Nazis and the Zionists is like the fucking Crips and Bloods, if you ask me. You know, it just doesn't get publicized like that. Even the conservatives is jumping into that shit too. I think the conservatives is a little bit more dangerous because at the end of the day, they got certain types of power. You know, they have certain type of power where they have communities where they're like, okay, you know what? We don't want these motherfuckers in our community, and they'll say it low key where they'll put laws and you be like, and they'll catch the drift like, oh yo, these niggas don't want us in their communities. You know. But I always tell people all the time, I never got in my mind where they were like, oh, okay, we could give them east side of fucking New York, and like they can treat black people like shit. You know, it's weird. Like it's. I personally will never go down to those places anyways, because I already know I'm not wanted because I'm black. I'm a black American, especially. Um, and I know how they feel about black Americans. I don't have to say it, I know. I have people say it to me like, "Oh, yo, this is how they feel about you." You know? I think personally they don't feel no different to me just as white people though. You know? There's white people that look at me and like, "Oh, this nigga's a problematic." Never said two words to me. Or look at me and say I'm problematic. Yeah. It always been like that when it came. Like when I was young, it always been like that. You know? And like when I tell y'all this stuff, it's because I experienced this shit. Have I experienced good shit? Yeah. I actually do experience good shit where hold on. I absolutely experience some good shit with white people. But most of it the shit was bad. That's why with me I always try to stay away from them. You know, cuz I don't know what type of people I get. Like like I think like 9 months ago when I was in Boston, I seen the guy who was talking shit to me. He still works at the same fucking place. You know? Do I wish him the best? No, I'm not gonna wish him shit. He can eat shit and die. You know, but I know how he feels about me. I know what he was saying behind my back. I know what they were saying about me and never told me. You know? I'm just being personally truthful about certain things, you know? Like we finally got our own identity and niggas aren't happy about that. To me, that's always a problem. If you're not happy for a nigga who, cause he got his own identity, then that means you don't like that nigga for a reason. And this is why I always tell people all the time, I don't trust Democrats, nor I trust Republicans. I already know Republicans are gonna turn on me. But what makes Democrats a little bit more dangerous is because they don't say anything. They'll be friendly in your face, then turn on you and be turn on you behind your back and say all this crazy shit about you. I have seen it. I have seen the motherfuckers do shit like that. At least I know I'm not wanted somewhere. At least I know, okay, you know what? They're not going to try to be my friend to get anything from me. Only time conservatives do that is when they're in trouble. White people been treating black people in the 90s like shit forever. Once that shit 9/11 happened in the early 2000s, oh yeah, we all American. Nigga, I always been American. You know, I always had American culture. It does not. I always tell people all the time, there ain't nothing American than more American than black Americans. I'm just being personally honest. Do I think people are jealous? Yeah, absolutely. I think this is just me. I think people are jealous of black Americans is because their lineage is iconic. So when they're iconic, you have to you try to throw your lineage in there and it just doesn't work. It doesn't mix. It doesn't add up. You know, niggas be like, "Oh yeah, you know, Nigerians have this culture too," or no, them niggas never had that type of culture. They never had that culture. Oh yeah, we started the guitar or the banjo and shit like that. Okay, my nigga, but did you do with it? We had to evolve it. Anything that Black American has their hands in it, they always innovated it. Well, why do you think Black American culture works everywhere? It's just it is what it is. Sometimes our culture works better than works better than American cultures. And like what I mean is like, yo, my shit might not sell in America, but it might sell in England. And niggas don't like that shit. They're like, oh well, you know. They always say, oh well, there's this African culture into it too. I'm glad, cause nigga, let me tell you something. I was watching Sinners, and I could see how certain shit can be conflicted into something else. When you see Yoruba culture, they think, oh yo, we're all together. No, that whole when the dude was playing the guitar and stuff, the reason why he did that shit is because it seemed like all culture was together. It's saying that black culture is connected to everything. Like, ain't not yo, there's nothing stronger than black American culture. You know, the music we play, it could fit in with Asian culture, Latino culture. It could fit in with this generational culture right here. The blues was created by black Americans, some slave shit. They used to call it slave music or nigger music. They didn't call it African music. Like this is the whole thing. This is my whole situations with these tethers, not immigrants but tethers, people who try to linger onto our culture. My issue with them is they don't know how to congratulate when we do good. They're so tribalistic where them niggas don't want to listen to nobody else. Them niggas have a problem with black Americans. So when let me tell you something. We always been Black American culture. We always been the culture. We always been like just the Black diaspora culture. When you say black, you don't think of African people. You don't think about niggas from tribal countries. You think about niggas who's in America. Funk, blues, jazz, punk rock, heavy metal, hip hop. You don't think of none of these other cultures. You don't. And it is what it is. You gotta understand. If there was no such thing as black Americans, America would have been pushed back another 200 years. The white race probably would have went the white race would have died. You gotta understand, black Americans built everything in America. They had a hands on it and everything was damn near created in England. I mean in America was hands on black Americans or foundational black Americans. You know? But tethers in the white supremacy always try to, they always try to Africanize us. They try to make us look like some like second class Africans, you know? And I say it like that because we always have to be some type of second hand Africans. We're not second hand Africans. We never been second hand Africans. You know? Hold on one second. Hmm. Yeah, and it's like, niggas, I always tell niggas all the time, yo, niggas, y'all, everybody has their own culture, but when it comes to black culture, oh, yo, we helped them out. Y'all niggas ain't help us do nothing. Y'all don't even like us. So how the fuck y'all help us out? You know? We've been doing this shit for a very long time. Hold on one second. Damn. Give me one second, everyone. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm doing like 50 things, man. Damn, game's over. 20. Yo, why is everybody fucking hurt, man? But yeah, it's. I always tell people that I was like, and this is just how I personally feel. I feel like everybody's always trying to make us a secondhand African. You know, we're always secondhand Africans. They don't really like us, but they want our culture or they want to be us. And it's fucked up to say it, but it's true. Look how they act towards us. Look, it's just. I always tell people all the time, and I tell my coworker, it's no reason, there's no need for us to even to share cultures. I feel like, and I tell them all the time, I feel like y'all should just build your own country. Y'all have your own country, but y'all flee it. Like it just doesn't make sense. To me, it never made sense. Hold on one second. Yeah, it just never made sense to me when it came down to like Africans and the West Indian people, West Indian tethers. I wouldn't even call y'all immigrants. I call y'all tethers because at the end of the day, you reap the. I always tell people all the time, and I had to tell this dude too last time. I was like, "Yo, you reap the benefits from Black American culture." They always throw, oh, Stokely Carmichael's into it. Oh, he built a fucking flag. He built a Black Power flag and he didn't do nothing with it. He didn't bring that back to his house. You can't unite us together if none of them niggas want to unite with us. It just doesn't make sense. And I always tell people that. People get mad for saying my opinion, but that's my opinion. Like, why the fuck are we trying to be friends with y'all? Like, let me tell you something. Only, I said the only time this shit will really work is when black people get their reparations so we can even help y'all. We can help y'all. But we can't help y'all when y'all just come to this country and we're still trying to get what is owed to us. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Why help y'all niggas and y'all just gonna try to hold us back? You know? Like, we're gonna watch this guy from 3 years ago. He starts talking about what is foundational black America, and we're gonna see how he lies. Because we know he's not gonna tell the truth. But here we go.
My channel. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your humble one and only Obina, and in today's video we are going to briefly be talking about foundational black Americans. And according to Tariq Hashid, foundational black Americans are black people who already existed in America even before slavery. Now, how does that sound? Because personally for me, and according to what I've read through history past and all those stuffs, I can attest to the fact that every black person who has a black skin is from Africa. Like, this is our continent.
See? He just trying to make us a second-class African. Listen to what he says.
And according to Tariq Hashid, foundational black Americans are black people who already existed in America even before slavery. Now, how does that sound? Because personally for me, and according to what I've read through history past and all those stuffs, I can attest to the fact that every black person who has a black skin is from Africa. Like, this is our continent. Africa is known for our blackness, and no matter how
Now let me say this. There's only 400,000 enslaved Africans came from Africa, the continent of Africa. But 500 years later, there's 43 million black Americans. And this is census black Americans. That shit doesn't add up. That already means that we were already here. Like Jamaicans and the Latino community, they're more Africans than black Americans. They really haven't went through no ethnogenesis. We know that there was already indigenous Indians there, and there was African slaves that went there, and also the conquistadors. Do I do that 23andMe shit? No, because it's a scam. I'll tell niggas those shits are scams.
naive and foolish content, because
It's just the thing about him is he wants to get the benefits of black American culture. You want to be put in like, oh, yo, my culture helped with a revolution that you know nothing about. You got to understand, black Americans is probably one of the most, if not the most successful black people of all time. We are the most successful. For them to make us generic Africans and secondhand citizen Africans and shit like that, it's very disingenuous. I don't know if he's doing that, but it sounds like he's doing that, and he knows. He knows, like, damn, yo, I can't just say like, yo, hold on, give me a second, everyone. He can't be like, damn, if I told these niggas that, like, yo, they are not, because they used to always tell us we're not African. When I was growing up, they said, oh, yeah, we're more African than y'all. Y'all niggas are not even African. You know?
personally for me, and according to what I've read through history past and all those stuffs, I can attest to the fact that every black person who has a black skin is from Africa. Like, this is our continent. Africa is known for our blackness, and no matter how naive and foolish you try to sound because you feel like you've not been to Africa just because of slavery and all those stuffs, it doesn't still change the fact that you may have been from Ghana or Nigeria or South Africa. Like,
nigga, Ghana and Nigeria was formed in the late 1800s, my nigga. So how the fuck you telling people that they're Ghana and Nigerian? That shit been mixed and mingled so much. Them niggas, Nigeria and Ghana was named by white people. How the fuck you know you're a Ghanaian or a Nigerian? It just doesn't make sense for this kid right here to be even saying that shit. He didn't do his research. He didn't do his research.
You're African, bro, so stick to that. Anyways, according to the argument given by the foundational Black Americans, they say that they are not Africans, rather they are foundational Black Americans. Like the name says, they've been in America even before slavery existed, and they are the real citizens of America. Now, why did the clash happen between Africa and foundational Black Americans? Now, foundational Black Americans came out to say that they have an issue with immigration. They actually made some kind of lamentations that immigrants probably come to the country and take advantage of the resources they built and the freedom they fought for, get better education, get better jobs, take their jobs, make the money, get a good life, and doesn't really relate to.
But we didn't say that. We didn't say that. This is why I say, certain of these motherfuckers is very disingenuous. He knows what we said. We didn't say that. We probably say, oh, yeah, y'all undermine all our progress, or every time we do something, you call us lazy. Yeah. Whenever we fighting, you say we're begging. Why the fuck would we want to hang around you? Then y'all don't police your own people, but you expect us to police our people. What's good for you isn't good for me. That's what you saying. This is why I always tell people, watch out for these people. These people are fucking liars.
What it means to be a Black American, which I have to give them the props for the hard work, for the freedom fights and everything they've all done for Black Americans, because definitely it is not for the white people. The issue of you saying you did these things for immigrants, I don't really support that, but I understand what they're trying to say anyways. It's more of us, or we as Black people, fighting white supremacy, which I totally understand. How does immigration benefit Black Americans? Now, personally for me, I feel like immigration is not created to benefit the citizens of that country in a sense, or a part of the citizen of that country. If you ask me how does immigration benefit America, it benefits in a whole lot of ways, and it benefits in international economy, it benefits in international treaties and international relationship. It comes to business and all those stuff. But aside that, it benefits when a Nigerian leaves our country to go to the United States to study and pay over $70,000 annually for good 4 years. That is equivalent to over or approximately $300,000 just to get a bachelor's degree. Now that's how you all eat off our money. So yes, immigration benefits America, but does it benefit a side of America who they call themselves foundational Black Americans? I don't know. Yes, because yes, they are all citizens of America, but if they really want it to benefit them alone, I don't think that makes sense. Foundational Black Americans actually brought up a space, and they talked about it, and they were like, okay, end immigration, like what's happening, and I understand the point of view. Some of the points here they made were, number one, that Africans, or rather immigrants, when they come over to United States, they don't really, especially this one was directed to Africans basically, that they don't really see themselves as part of the Black Americans. They already have this ideology that we Africans already have a stereotype of them, and we call them Akata. And that was my first time hearing the word Akata. I have never.
He's a fucking liar. This is why I always tell you, I personally don't trust Africans like that. I trust quite a few Africans, but other than that, I don't trust them. You see how this kid just flat out and lie? Because another person will be like, oh, that doesn't mean what you think it means. It doesn't mean cotton picker. Nigga, we know what it means. We been knew what it means. Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers is such a liars, man. And it's sad. It's sad that y'all don't like us, but y'all scared to lose y'all benefits. Y'all scared to lose what y'all scared of what fed you. The hand that fed you. That's what you scared of. Y'all can't do anything with us. And I'ma prove it. Look at your country, my nigga. Look at your country. All this stuff that we already did for your country, help niggas stop bombing your countries and shit like that and doing all this crazy shit. Cause yo, we were protesting and shit like that. Yo, causing the scene, sending our fucking celebrities over there like, yo, can you go help them? Can you go help them? Come on. We can't say that about you. We can't say what Africans did to help black Americans. Y'all didn't do shit. I'm just being personally honest about y'all niggas didn't do shit.
Never heard the word Akata, and I don't even know where the language that comes from basically. So they actually said that Africans call them that, and they are always not so close. Like they give this distance, and you definitely tell when an African is there and when a black American is there. Like there's no connection. And personally, for me, I feel that that's bullshit. The relationship I'm seeing between Africans and African American, or rather foundational black Americans, I can tell that these people are close. Like why the negative painting and all those stuff. And this also doesn't change the fact that African Americans also call Africans names. So it's like in one something. So it shouldn't be a big stress. African Americans make jests of our accents. African Americans make jests of our name and would.
Nigga, we do that to everybody. We do that to we do it to our own people, my nigga. If you can't get in where you fit in, then don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with us, my nigga. Niggas just joking. Michael Blackson been told you that. He's like, yo, them niggas just be joking. You're the only ones that's taking that serious. Then Michael Blackson say, oh, yo, my own people scam me. The fuck, nigga? Y'all niggas is scammers, nigga. That's why, let me tell you something. That's why certain immigrants don't fuck with their own people. It's like, yo, I'm fucking with black people. If anything goes down, them niggas is gonna, them niggas with the dumb shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna be with them. They got my back. They don't have to code switch and shit like that. It's like, oh, yo, I'm eating monkey meat, my nigga. I don't know if you want that, because, it ain't no chicken or nothing. Chicken or no watermelon, them shit. This is a monkey meat, my nigga. Oh, nah, I'm good, my nigga. You do your thing. We ain't gonna be like, oh, yo, this nigga eating Ebola meat, nigga. Nah, we don't do shit like that. We might say that, but we don't mean it in no harsh way. It's just like, yo, you just got caught slipping, my nigga. You're my people. You're my peoples, my nigga. We just caught you slipping. Like, I always tell these niggas, yo, if you're gonna be like this, then don't come to America. Go to England. Go to Australia. Israel Zion went to fucking Australia, nigga. Let's go there, nigga, with him. Go where everything could kill you. The fuck?
Kind of deliberately call your name in a way that you wouldn't like. African Americans make jests of your language. They make jests of your fashion sense. They also make jests of your skin if you're very dark. And I think,
nigga, you don't think there's black, dark-skinned fucking people here? My uncle, they used to call him fucking every name in a book, nigga. But he was a beautiful, dark-skinned man. What the fuck are you talking to? This is why, yo, let me tell you something. These type of Africans, man, don't fuck with them. Just stay far away from these. Let me tell you something. If you could stay far away from most of these Africans, just do it, my nigga. And I love most of these Africans, especially certain athletes and shit like that. They get in with, they fit in with our culture. But if you can't fit in with the culture and you don't like jokes and stuff, my nigga, just go hang out with white people. They'll treat you even 3 times worse. Then you'll understand. They'll say so many demeaning shit to you. Let me tell you something. There's certain Africans out here where they don't even know they're being insulted. I don't even want to talk about. I have seen an African wear a watermelon shirt, and think it was appropriate. I don't know, my nigga. Niggas is to me, y'all are crazy. I can't. This is why, y'all don't like us. Now the people that y'all were defending is sending you back. You want us to help and you calling us divisive and all this other crazy shit. Y'all niggas could defend yourself now. Y'all could get busy. The fuck? Like y'all don't like us. You don't want us to be around y'all. We're dangerous. We're all drug dealers and gang members and stuff like that. Okay, my nigga, now Donald Trump is sending y'all niggas back who don't got visas. And he's taking some of y'all visas away from y'all niggas. You can't get mad. You can't get mad at black people now because we don't defend you. Y'all brought that shit on yourselves. Y'all the ones who's saying like, oh, these niggas is crazy. These niggas don't know how to act.
Think it's pretty much normal, so I don't know why the hate is there. And if you actually come to the space to tell Tari that yeah, these things also face, that we also face some kind of oppression from our fellow black Americans, he cuts you off because he feels like no, you don't have a right to say all those things. I must say personally that Tariq Hashid came off very, very rude to Africans. And yes, why is he African right now? Even when he generally was talking about immigrant, the reason was when he did the space, who gave them time? Africans were the people who gave him the listening ears, and I can tell that more than 50% of the Africans were Nigerians, and around 80%.
He's lying. We're gonna watch a video where what he say again? Hold up.
Who gave them time? Africans were the yeah, these things also face, that we also face some kind of oppression from our fellow black Americans. He cuts you off because he.
So he says, he's so disrespectful to Africans. So you know what? We're gonna watch something. We're breaking this down now. Give me a second. We're gonna watch this one. We're gonna watch this one, all right, everyone? Hold on, give me a second, everyone. I'm gonna look at some shit real fast. I'm sorry, everyone.
Roots hold stories comes a natural deodorant inspired by generation within an matter.
Man, I injured my back.
Man, got a little carried away. What happened?
Now with your fucking wife, you faggot.
Hold on, we're not gonna watch that one. I hate when these white people do that shit, man. Give me a second. And the reason why I say that because like they be wilding out. Watch this. I'm gonna pull something out. Watch this. We gotta watch it.
Because that's the
real FBA. I won't say the N word. I will be respectful. A real FBA.
right.
Well, nigga. Like, I mean, not the hard R, not the hard R. Yeah.
Right.
I am Canadian
Right.
and
LA. I don't need to call you, man. But what's on your mind?
Well,
And you're right. Rich in potatoes.
yeah,
And but
yes.
what's on your mind?
Do you want a potato?
Yes, indeed. So what's on your mind, ma'am?
Well, I just want to know what you think about Taylor Swift.
I don't think anything about Taylor
Why
Swift.
not?
Taylor, because I have other.
Are you gonna attend the Eras tour?
You're dropping your heroin needles on the phone. Stop
No,
it.
I'm not, sir.
So, man, what? Somebody else. The reception was very, very. I'm not going to do that at all. Let's get Let me see. Oh, we got jibber jabbering Jeff in here. Uh-oh. Now I see you down there, jibber jabbering Jeff. the white supremacists who I have to debunk at least once a week. Everybody say what's up to Jibber Jabbering Jeff. All right. What's up, Ace? Let's holler at Ace. What's up, Ace?
Hey, what's up, Treek?
What's going on with you, Ace?
Very good. I had a question.
Yeah.
Given,
Go ahead.
given my limited knowledge,
Demonizing and caping for the feds. So are you caping for the feds going
who are the feds? What are you talking about? I'm saying about you. You talk about us all the time. So now I'm asking you, why do you defend the Didi and all the degeneracy that you don't see in Africa?
So sir, so are you co-signing and you're caping for the feds for going after Diddy? That what you're saying?
No, I am protecting the image of black men.
You're protecting the image of black men.
Yes, and you destroy it.
You fled.
You
and
destroy
you fled from your homeland. How are you protecting the image of black men and you fled from your homeland?
I protect it by being a better man than you.
How you gonna do that? And you fled from your homeland and left all them kids over there.
Yes, you said before you are a slave. You are not an American, okay? So don't speak about fleeing.
But you can't uphold the image of black men, and you fled your homeland and left all the kids back in Nigeria, sir. Right?
You don't answer any question.
Well, you're just babbling. So again,
no, you tell me about Didi.
So you're caping for the feds. So you're supporting the feds for raiding Diddy's house. That's what you're saying.
No, I don't support homosexuals.
Oh, okay. But what?
And you love.
But you had to bust your pussy open to get a green card. So you need to talk about what you've done, sir. You have to talk about what you've done.
Okay, you talk about backbreaking and your fantasies, and you destroy the image of black men. I don't do.
These are your Africans that talk like this. These ain't black people talking like this. These are Africans with these accents. Now let's go back into what homie said.
Of your name and would kind of deliberately call your name in a way that you wouldn't like. African Americans make jests of your language. They make jests of your fashion sense. They also make jests of your skin if you're very dark. And I think it's pretty much normal. So I don't know why the hate is there.
But what did your people just do? He acts like he don't watch these videos. He acts like he don't watch these videos.
And if you actually come to the space to tell Tari that these things also that we also face some kind of oppression from our fellow black Americans, he cuts you off because he feels like, no, you don't have a right to say all those things. I must say personally that Tariq Rashid came off very, very rude to Africans. And yes, why is it African right now? Even when he generally was talking about immigrants, the reason was when he did the space, who gave them time? Africans were the people who gave him the listening ears, and I can tell that more than 50% of the Africans were Nigerians, and around 80% of the people who spoke for Nigerians came from Nigeria, right? Yeah, they came from Nigeria. Some of them were Ghanaians, Ethiopians, Somalians, and some other countries like that. But before I continue, I just want to make it clear that South Africa is not worthy to be in the continent called Africa, because I can't believe that there's something going on against Africa generally as a whole, and you would go on to support the people fighting your own continent, and only because of the hate you have for Nigerians. But I understand anyways.
He's lying. It's because y'all niggas need to hold y'all own nuts. Stop being fucking lazy. Y'all niggas need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and work hard. You looking, these people out here looking for fucking handouts. Why can we do it and you can't do it? And we don't even live in your country. I'm just being personally honest. How the fuck, if y'all so smart, y'all ain't got no fucking running toilets, nigga? Y'all don't got showers. Y'all washing y'all pussy in water, man. Y'all washing y'all pussy in rivers with alligators and shit. Like, are we gonna really do that? Are we gonna really say that? And shout out to them tribal people. There's some dope ass bitches from the tribal people, but at the end of the day, this is a situation that y'all niggas need to fix, man. Let me tell you what, something. Those songs that Tariq Nasheed made like a few months ago, that shit is starting to become true, my nigga. Y'all niggas is always crying for help from us. Y'all are always crying for help. And put it this way, when one time we ever asked y'all for help? And if we did, y'all niggas would have said no. Y'all niggas is being lazy. Y'all wanted to be like the white people all the time. White people own your fucking country now. Y'all, there's an issue. There's a fucking issue that's going on here. This nigga is bushmeat babbling right now, my nigga. Like, this is why black people have a problem with these type of Africans. And I'm not talking about immigrants. I'm talking about the tethers. The tethers is nigga, I think the tethers is worse than white people. Worse than white people and worse than liberals. I'm just being personally honest. This nigga's a liar. Look at him. I don't know why they treat us like that. We don't do nothing to them. The fuck? Nigga, get the fuck out of here with that.
I understand you're kind of eaten up by the white supremacy very well, and I think that this kind of fight should be really your fight, but no, you chose to stand for your opponents, which is okay. We already understood your stand, and I mean, going back to the space, Tariq Ashi came off very rude, very arrogant. He was very insultive to Africans. In fact, after his space, so many foundational black Americans basically opened space and they insulted.
We gotta watch it again. We watch what this man said.
Do that.
We're gonna keep on going on.
Because we know what you had to do to get a green card. We know what you had to do to get a green card. You had to bust it open, get your eagle on, and you had Burna Boy playing in the background. You were getting your pussy blown out to some Afro beats.
Maybe you confuse me with your father, but
no, nigga. You smell
not all black men go through the same.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You had Zaddy spank them little ashy cheeks so you can get a visa to get over here. So anyway, he's very boring. All right, let's get Dr. Davinsky in here. I got to ask you something, Dr. Davinsky. I got to ask you something real quick. And I told y'all, look, a lot of them tethers are really co-signing the feds going after Diddy. A lot of these dudes are low-key tethers. When you see these comments, it's a lot of tethers who be co-signing that.
Then we're gonna find another tether. Like, this is what we do. Hold on, we already said that. But this is what we do. This is what I always tell people all the time. Like, yo, when y'all come up with this shit, talk about, I don't know where this shit's coming from. I don't know why these people are acting like that. Nigga, we're seeing on Tariq Nasheed's page, man. We could go on Adonis' page. We could go on Donna's page. Who you think came up with that shit calling black Americans bullet bags? Then one of these white Irish people bust you in the head with a fucking potato. Oh, help me, help your brother and sister. Help your brother and sister. Cause one of them Irish men got drunk off the fucking whiskey and bust you in the head with an Irish potato, my nigga. The fuck out of here. You wanted white daddy, you got white daddy. White daddy been busting your ass. Now you got a problem. You asking for help. You know, come on. We can't keep on doing this with you. We can't keep on doing this with y'all. And this is why I always tell people all the time, and I always tell people, stop defending us. We don't want y'all to, certain niggas don't defend us because at the end of the day, you make us look crazy. Like the Andrew Tates and Tristan tapes. Nigga, why you talk about black people? Because your father's black, my nigga? You know nothing about the nigga. You're British as a motherfucker. The fuck? You got a cave dwelling mother, like my nigga. You act like your mother, my nigga. You act nothing like your father. Your father was fly. Your father was... the reason why, because your father was black. He was a black American. He was fly. He fucked around messing with one of those international fucking cave dwellers from fucking Britain. And this is what happens, my nigga. You got one of the worst fucking people that come out of fucking out of the womb, nigga, since fucking Edom, nigga. Before Edom, nigga. I mean, ever since Esau, nigga. You're the worst since Esau. Both of y'all niggas. And what makes it dangerous? Y'all got waffle color skin, nigga. That's it. That's what makes it dangerous. Like y'all niggas is cave dwellers, my nigga. Y'all can't adapt to the black experience, my nigga. Y'all just cosplaying of being black. You know? And like if you want to do that, go on. Hold on one second. Cause I'm gonna find some bullshit too. Oh yeah, y'all I'm telling you, y'all foreigners is getting smoked today, man. Y'all getting the smoke today. Y'all getting the smoke today. You know?
I haven't heard that one. Did he say that? He said Mussolini stole his fascism?
Yes, he said he had 10,000 disciplined men, and he basically wanted a one-party African state, but he said that Mussolini copied his fascism.
That's messed up, brother. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind?
My mind, I've been reading lately about the Tuscarora natives who were in North Carolina.
People in our community over there trying to protect.
Oh, do I have the energy GT and them tidbits? Okay. All right. Let's raise your hands if you're ready to get on, because we have a lot of people in here on the hottest Twitter space on this app. We got a lot of people in here. Raise your hand if you're ready. Family, do y'all want to hear from the king of the tethers, GT? Now, Big GT, he's an OG tether. Do y'all want to hear from Big GT, ladies and gentlemen? That is the king of the tethers. All right, Big GT. Oh, do I have the energy? GT, his life. Okay, GT, you got voted down. I was going to have you up at the family. We just don't have the energy.
Hey, what's going on, family?
What's up, Brother Blizz? How are you, sir?
Hey,
sir.
We all know your mute monster justice.
Well, GT, did you come, dude?
We don't do.
Let's see what GT is ready.
Here we go.
All right, let me get you out of here, Jay. Let me get GT in here. Let's see what horse crap he has to talk about today. Big GT, what's happening, man?
Listen, yeah, don't try it. And I just want to come up here and say, we don't condone rapists and child fiddlers and all that kind of stuff. That's American culture. We don't do that in Africa and Caribbean either. You see how we treat these.
Really? GT, did you come up here and say that with a straight face? GT, no. Come on, dude. You just walking right into it, man.
GT, you wild.
GT, did you say you, a West African, y'all don't condone rape and all that? Really? Come on, man. Don't do this to yourself, GT.
No, we don't condone rape. You see the videos of the jungle justice, as the white people will call it.
Niggas is lying. Nigga lying. I'm sorry, my nigga, you lying.
You know, when the man just gets beaten by the whole community. You know, even the women come out and beat him. So I don't know what you're talking about, Tariq. I don't see that in America, where the whole communities come out and beat a rapist or a child fiddler or, you know, even a thief. You get me? So, you know, I don't know. You have to answer that one.
Yeah, they get at them cats, especially if they go to jail. Other prisoners get at them when you do some type of weird sexual crime.
But we're talking about in society, you know, in society, not the jailhouse guys, the in society guys.
Well, yeah.
Where are they holding them at justice? Where's the justice?
Well, the people, we don't live in villages where, you know, everybody knows the goings-ons of everybody. We live in metropolitan cities, so a lot of folks won't know a person is a sexual predator until you're in jail with them and you can see their paperwork, you see.
But this don't sound right, though. You FBA is supposed to know everybody in your community.
Nigga. Africans be getting crazy. That's why most of y'all niggas is getting sent back. You know? Y'all be trying to, I'm gonna be personally honest. Most of these Africans, and not all Africans, most of these Africans be trying to gorilla pimp the pussy, my nigga. They be strong arming the pussy, my nigga. I personally would be scared for my daughter to mess with a fucking African. Especially a bush-eating nigga, too. That's why, yo, I be telling them niggas all the time, I don't believe none of that shit y'all be saying, talking about, oh, yo, what they always say, we got castles and shit. Like, don't give me that Mansa Musa shit, my nigga. Mansa Musa wasn't even from Nigeria. That nigga was from Mali. It is what it is, my nigga. You know? Yeah, man, yo. I personally be honest. I think them niggas be washing their pussy in some dirty fucking, you know, Sahara River, my nigga. And I be personally honest. Yeah. They were using fucking crocodile water to wash their pussy, my nigga. Nah, my man. We ain't doing that, man. That shit's just unsanitary. Yo, I'll be a person, guy. That shit's just unsanitary.
That's how you guys go on. You know, everybody. You could tell who they are. You could tell their backgrounds, where they're from, all this stuff. And you're trying to tell me that?
No. We know when you're musty and you don't smell like us. That's different from just us.
Of course, you guys play basketball. You don't shower. You have a pubic.
No, we know your smell, GT. So when we pass other FBAs, we kind of know their scent. We know that that's an FBA. When we pass you, you smell like a hot monkey, and nobody really smells like that normally from our lineage. So that's how we can tell. We can usually tell by scents.
My guy, you can't tell Africans about bathing when we taught the world to bathe. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what you're talking about.
But obviously you forgot, sir, and that's why you're very musty, Mr. GT. But that's okay.
I'm sorry, Tariq. You know, you have to shave your armpit hairs sometimes. That's what makes you musty. You know what I'm saying? Shave your armpit hairs because you can't keep the same armpit hairs for.
Okay, and sir, you're so musty, you messed up the 5G in your phone. The phone signals are messed up because of your must. That's why your phone cut out just now, sir. You got musty radio waves coming from under your arms, Big GT.
See, this is what I be talking about. Like, yo, when niggas be talking shit, nigga, you can't get mad, bro. Yo, this nigga came already hostile. That nigga already came hostile onto the phone. He already knew. He was like, yo, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna get my lick off. I'm gonna get my lick back. You know? Like, listen.
They were doing a lot of things, and it came off very annoying to literally all Africans, because like, you're just doing this thing. Like, what's there? I don't see any problem where I am African and I come over to a country where my resources from my continent are being taken from, and in the same time I'm still paying for all these things, like thousands of dollars for all these things, for education, for good life. And being the intelligent me, I graduated with very good education and academics, and yes, because I did good, I get recruited to a US company and I start working, they get good pay and living a good life. Why are you having an issue with that? And the last time I actually checked, most of the people who are actually coming or migrating are Asians, like the Latinos, Asians, and I don't know why Africans is just the lowest, it's just the least percentage of immigrants. Why are you so disturbed and mad towards African, especially in Nigeria? Like, what's your damn issue? In the same time, I will blame both Africans, and I won't blame Africa at the beginning time, because even me personally, I felt like, yes, they all need to be insulted. Like, take a bite of the same food you've been giving us. Like, don't do it. But anyways, after 1 week of causing the black backlash between Africans and foundational Black Americans, it went off Yesterday morning, Ethiopians and Somalians actually opened the space hashtag cancel Tariq Rashid. Damn it was tough. These people literally gave Tariq Rashid and his colleagues a dose of their own medicine, and trust me, it was tough. These people, I don't understand this space because I wasn't on space. I just came on Twitter and I saw people talking about it, and I was like, okay, what's happening here? And people were saying that everything was just directional towards foundational Black Americans. But in the same way, people were saying that they generalize it to also other Africans, that they don't see themselves as Black, but they see themselves as Arabs. Like, that's another set of foundational Black Americans. So
Nobody say no motherfucking Arabs. This nigga is a liar. We're gonna look at this man where he from, cause he's just a straight up liar, man. Diverse, weird, medium. Let's look at his Instagram. We're gonna see where this nigga's from. Hold up. We gotta see what this man's from. Oh, he took it all. He took that shit down. See. You gotta be careful with these type of people. We're gonna see what his Twitter is. Yeah, yo, you gotta be careful with them, man. Oh, this nigga's a scammer. You could tell he's a scammer. Oh yeah. That nigga's trying to scam away. That nigga still talking about Marcus, a.k.a. Marcus, a.k.a. is a murderer. See, look, he calling him a murderer. Yo, need to stop xenophobic. Yo, this nigga's crazy. Yo, this dude is crazy. Yo, this is the shit that Black Americans have to go through, man. This is why, yo, this shows you how strong and like powerful Black Americans is, man. You got, yo. You're dealing with people from the different diasporas. You know? Like, you dealing with these type of people. You know how, you knowing that, like, yo, these people are scammers. These niggas is lying. They act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what a tether is. This nigga's Nigerian. This nigga's Nigerian. Yeah, he's Nigerian. Nigerian flag, right? Yeah. Gotta be careful with them, man. They'll scam you, man. You know? Their women be hot and sexy and stuff, but yo, they'll scam you, man. Them bitches will scam you. They're like Bronx, they're like Bronx. No, they're like New Jersey girls with the scamming, but with less violence. You know? And that's what we see what Sarah Garvey says. And we got to get on this nigga too, because, you know, this nigga talk about this pro-Black Pan-African shit, but that Pan-African shit doesn't work, man. We've been doing Pan-African for how long?
Go to Motion Array to get unlimited, easy-to-use templates made by leading designers.
They're Muslim, they're...
Certain groups that, rather than to sit there at the foot of the oppressors, people begging for crumbs, they empower themselves and then make it so that they're so financially strong as a community that you cannot deny them.
You can't deny them. You can't deny them.
This is where Black people across the world globally, we fail at every level socioeconomically.
Yeah. And that's one of the problems I have with those people that call themselves FBA, Foundational Black Americans, Tariq Nasheed's people. I've had a conversation with, I had a back and forth with Tariq Nasheed. Not because, not personally, but I reviewed something, I said something, I said Black people in America are going through an identity crisis. They're Hebrew, they're ADOS, they're FBA, they're Muslim, they're all of these things, but then they're African.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Hebrew Israelites is something different. Hebrew Israelite is a 12 tribe of Israel. And this is why I say, yo, Sarah Garvey, he still hasn't learned, because don't forget, he was on the show with white women doing the same bullshit as he's doing now, lying. Did we forget about Hannah? Or we call Pearl Davis? He was doing that same bullshit. Hebrew Israelites is very different. That's more of a lineage, 12 tribe of Israel. Black Americans can do it. Native Americans, Latinos, Mexican. It's just it went by the lineage of your father. ADOS, that's an organization. ADOS is a Muslim is a religion. African American, that's what's his name? Jesse Jackson used to call us back in the 80s. Because of people like you, European Africanism people did that shit. Sir Gary always lied. And this is why, he fell out with the black community. This is why we don't hear as much for him. This is why I always say, just defend your own community. Don't try to defend all of us, because at the end of the day, you're going to insult all of us. Or we going through an identity crisis. Nigga, you're from Jamaica and y'all Jamaicans is using the case, so y'all niggas want to be white. What the fuck are we saying? Y'all go through a colorism problem. That's the biggest identity crisis of all. What are you talking about? Y'all want to be your own oppressors.
American, they've got so many different facets to them. Identities. And I said, it seems like they're going through an identity crisis, right? So Tariq Nasheed came out and reviewed the video and said, this guy's British and this guy's...
I think I saw that video.
Do you know what I'm saying? And all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, look...
If you're, but in their head, sorry to cut you, if you're not African American, you're against them. So if you're a real African, the life of somehow colonialism has affected African Americans more than actual people in Africa. And if you're British African, you're from the Queensland, so you're...
So there's this idea of who's the bigger victim here?
Yeah, basically.
It becomes a victimhood Olympics, doesn't it?
Exactly, victimhood Olympics.
Who's winning? And that's what I'm saying. I think African Americans, and correct me if I'm wrong, I did a video saying black people in the UK have one foot in another country, at least.
But y'all not even the real black. That's the thing. The black Brits died probably in the 30s, 1930s. Y'all are Caribbean and African Brits. If y'all want to play the semantics, we can. Also, y'all want to be black Brits. Y'all didn't build nothing in that country. Y'all had normal jobs, my nigga. Let's personally be honest.
Least.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you're from Zim, you've got one foot in Zimbabwe. If you're from Nigeria, you got one foot in Nigeria. If you're from Jamaica, you got one foot in Jamaica. You've got somewhere to go if the ish hits the fan over here. I said African Americans don't. They've cut all their ties and said Africans are this, Caribbeans are this, blah, blah, blah. So they got nowhere to go. And I'm saying, so when that shit goes down, you're going down with it, bro.
I think even Africans because Africans will usually travel to, let's say Nigerians, for example, will usually travel to the West, either America or the UK. And their experience of schooling in America compared to the UK is unquestionable.
Yeah.
They all say growing up in the US school that they were just bullied, they had big lips, your hair, from other black people.
Yeah.
From other black people.
Yeah.
So those same black people want to grow up and then say, well, I'm African American. Okay, in what way? Because the people that you're supposed to be looking after, you bullied. And now you're looking for a home and there's no home for you. So what's going on?
Well, this is the thing. I've always that's one of the things I always say. I want African Americans to prosper. I want black people around the world. I don't care where you're from. I want you to prosper. But it's if you're gonna hate on other black people, and so I'm gonna
say this. I used to watch him, Sarah Garvey, but now he's full of shit. I'm going to be personally honest. And this is why we need to delineate, because at the end of the day, none of this shit was about them. Y'all made it about y'all. When we were trying to get reparations, when we were trying to do this, do that with y'all said, oh no, y'all niggas need to do that by yourself. Y'all niggas need to stop being lazy. He never talks about that. He talks, oh, these niggas was bullying me and they called me, say I had big lips, nigga. We all had big lips, nigga. What the fuck are you saying? We all had big lips. We were all dark skinned, nigga. Come on, let's personally, like, come on with that shit, my nigga. Y'all the only niggas that took it serious, and this is why we need to delineate. Our cultures just don't add up, my nigga. It just doesn't add up. It's just y'all want to take the benefit. Y'all just want to reap the benefits, my nigga. That's the problem. Y'all want to reap the benefits of basically Black Americans' resources. Y'all ain't got shit in England. Let's personally be honest. Y'all ain't got shit in England. But when y'all come to America, yo, y'all eating lovely, my nigga. Come on.
Look at his response and try and clear up some things and try and ask some questions. Yeah, I'm going to continue. Right. A documentary series. Coon is thrown around a lot, all right?
We were doing a live. This was a foreign coon who was trolling all day. He was in the chat room trolling and calling us all types of fucked up names, and he was trolling foundational Black Americans, and he got on and I lit his ass up. Okay? Let's be clear.
Why would y'all like...
Where is your family from?
From Jamaica.
Okay, shut the fuck up and respect foundational Black Americans.
I'm not respecting none of that coon shit. What are you talking about?
The coon is you, and
why?
the coward...
That speaks to my point. Everyone's a coon to someone, right? So I don't know whose yardstick. I don't even know what yardstick the guy on there is talking about by calling you a coon. So everyone's a coon to someone, it seems.
Fucking family that had to bounce because you failed in Jamaica, nigga. That's
because we failed in Jamaica?
You failed in fucking Jamaica.
And then what happened to everybody that's in America?
Nigga, we still here fighting. That's what we doing. We didn't run like bitches.
So you
ran like a bitch.
So FBA.
I'm saying you.
Wait, no. I'm gonna ask you. Let me ask you.
You ran like a bitch.
Let me ask you something. FBA,
I'm telling you. No, don't ask me nothing.
No. Because I'm asking you what you talking about. FBA support Malcolm X?
Nigga, your family ran like bitches.
Does FBA support Malcolm X?
You ain't at liberty to say nothing about the foundation of Black Americans. Nigga, Malcolm X ain't got nothing. Malcolm X was half foundational Black American. You ain't got nothing to do with Malcolm X.
You say he was half?
Yes, he was.
But
his dad was the foundational Black American.
The whole thing that he's talking about came from Jamaica, nigga. What are you talking about?
Nigga, first of all, Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican. He said y'all weren't shit. Marcus Garvey didn't get shit popping in Jamaica. He got it popping here. Y'all.
He's right. You can't get mad, my nigga. He's right. Sorry, Garvey. You can't get mad. He's right.
I'll try to tell the Marcus Garvey lie. Marcus Garvey left Jamaica in disgust because of coons like your bitch ass. She's a Nigerian immigrant.
Hang on. Right. Little history lesson. Yes, Marcus Garvey did go to America. Just Marcus Garvey got shit popping, let's say. Millions and millions of followers of the UNIA. Millions.
Watch this. Now listen.
Millions and millions of Black people that, though, said that they prefer to go back to Africa than live in the Caribbean or in the Americas. So yeah, you're telling him to respect foundational Black Americans. Maybe you should respect Jamaicans, because if you want another history lesson, without Marcus Garvey, there would be no Martin Luther King.
Cap. And the reason why Martin Luther King didn't get off on Marcus Garvey. Pause. Martin Luther King got lit from Mahatma Gandhi. That's where the turn the other cheek shit came from. Even though Mahatma Gandhi was a pedophile and a racist, that's what he was. That's what he was known for. And this is where Shari Garvey's being dishonest again.
There will be no Malcolm X. There would be no Farrakhan. Marcus Garvey is the blueprint for all of them. Without Marcus Garvey, you wouldn't have the rest of your so-called leaders. Also,
that's cap, because at the end of the day, New York was holding him down, my nigga. Like, he was in training from black. Let me tell you something. The shit that he was doing in America, that was the black culture. That wasn't Jamaican culture, my nigga, and we got to be honest about that shit. Like, everybody always throws, let me tell you something. Everybody always throw Bob Marley and the Wailers. People got to understand, with Bob Marley and the Wailers, there wouldn't be no Wailers without the Tops. The Tops, the Stylistics, the OJs, the Commodores, the Dramatics, because all them niggas was dressing like them. They didn't get into that Rastafari stuff until, later on. Like, Marcus Garvey was a scammer, my nigga. Let's personally be honest. I'm gonna say the truth. I think Marcus Garvey was a scammer. He really didn't get nothing really popping off here. He really did. Like, what can we really say about Marcus Garvey? He got help from black Americans. We already had shit lit here.
You wouldn't even have hip-hop music.
See,
here's another history lesson. You wouldn't have the rest of your so-called leaders. Also, you wouldn't even have hip-hop music. Here's another history lesson. The godfather of hip-hop is DJ Kool Herc.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. We already had shit popping, my niggas, from the South, my nigga. And if anybody we're going to throw credit to, we will give credit to James Brown, the hardest entertainer ever. He used to be called the hardest entertainment in show business. It wasn't no motherfucking Kool Herc. Kool Herc was cosplaying being black American. That's why I said Sir Garvey is a liar, my nigga. This nigga lies about everything now. And this is why black Americans stop defending you, my nigga. Just worry about what's going on in England, my nigga. Or in Jamaica. Try to make those places better. Stop getting in our business. Because the only thing you doing is fucking our shit up as always. You ain't no better than fucking Pearl. Because you just don't understand. Let's say, yo, I don't understand this shit. Adonis tried to explain this to you. You wasn't trying to listen.
Another Jamaican who brought the sound from Jamaica over.
No, you didn't. We already had that shit. And y'all got that shit from the Chinamen who was over there in the 1910s, in the early 1900s. That's why I always tell people all the time, yo, the Chinese help Jamaicans create reggae music. And maybe some Puerto Ricans too. Who knows? Dig deeper into that history, yeah. We don't need help for anything.
Over to New York and created hip-hop music. So maybe you should start respecting Jamaicans a little bit more, Tariq.
And we've told you over and over again about those Nigerian bedwenches and coons who come over here who can't wait to get up under white mommy and zaddy.
Nigerian bedwenches and coons while wearing a t-shirt with Africa on it. Okay.
We can easily put this argument to bed as to who you are. You will take DNA tests, you will show who you are.
Right.
And I'm sure
that DNA shit don't work. I always tell people all the time that DNA shit don't work. You know?
In my personal view.
When the Jamaican women won the relay, when the Jamaican women won the relay, they started going in on the black woman who didn't even compete. They made a point to differentiate themselves from black Americans.
Seems like a perpetual victim. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seems like you're a perpetual.
He can't take criticism, man. Sir Garvey cannot take criticism. He put on the cake. Yo, it's not right is right and wrong is wrong. He just put it on the cake for his people. Just say, my nigga, I'm putting it on the cake for my people. I'm not going to have you talk about my people like that.
Seems like a perpetual victim.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Seems like you're a perpetual victim. So people can't rep their countries now without you getting in your feelings. Like, people rep their countries. People are from Haiti. People are from, you know, Nigeria. People are from Jamaica. Black people are from all over the world. When it comes to the Olympics, you rep your.
We have different ethnic groups, even in Africa. See, don't let them run that. We all, if you run the DNA, niggas on Africa, niggas in the continent of Africa share the same DNA on the same continent, but they be warring and beefing against each other because of tribal differences. They are the masters of that. In Africa right now, you have people living not on the same continent, but in the same country, looking the same way. But talking about, nigga, I'm Igbo. Fuck all that Yoruba shit you talking. Y'all got tribal beefs within your country. Forget about the continent. Y'all have tribal beefs, DNA to be damned. In your country, you got tribal beefs that DNA shit don't mean nothing to y'all.
One of the unfortunate things that happen with black people, and I would agree with you there, is that we have intertribal.
It's not we, nigga. That's not we, nigga. That's Africa, my nigga. Yeah, we have fucking Bloods and Crips, my nigga, but the Geechees, the Creoles, yo, we all know we foundational black Americans, or we could just say black Americans. We could say that. We're not gonna be, oh yeah, he's Creole, we ain't gonna fuck with him, or he's Geechee or some shit. You know? Or that nigga's, he's a Louisiana Creole. We ain't fucking with him. Oh, that nigga's from the West Coast. Like, yeah, we joke around and shit like that, but if niggas shit gets pop off, nigga, we coming together, my nigga. We always do that.
Warfare and intertribal cultural beefs. I agree with you. However, it seems Americans are not exempt from the same type of intertribal wars. You have Bloods and Crips.
I knew he was gonna say that.
All kinds of different gangs who are warring.
That's not a cultural. That's nothing cultural. That's not nothing ethnicity. That's nothing with the ethnic or cultural. It's just you're on the wrong block. And it's more of a poverty thing. Niggas never talk about economics when it comes to this type of shit. They think, oh, a nigga's supposed to be poor and happy. This is why I stopped listening to this nigga right here. This is why I've been making this nigga an example.
Who are all black? You have your different factions who are warring. So it's an unfortunate thing. I would agree with you, but I'm just saying that you, as an American, are not exempt from intercultural or intertribal warfare.
Y'all know different ethnic groups have different ideologies, and y'all use that shit to battle and war against each other all the time. The problem is, we done stopped letting you do it to us. That's the problem. We have stopped letting y'all pull that shit on us as foundational black Americans for years. We sat up and let them come around us, undermining us, doing all types of little sneaky shit. So now we're checking everybody's paperwork now. We're checking everybody's passport. When you come around us trying to speak for us, nigga, let me see your documents, my dude. Who are you? Because you sound funny, nigga. The shit you talking sounds weird. We trying to get something built and you trying to hate on it. Who are you, my nigga? Miss me with that, we got the same DNA, because look, we had the same DNA when some of them Igbos was selling brothers too, right? When them Igbos was getting with the Portuguese traders, when they were getting with them damn Spanish traders and them Portuguese slave traders, yeah, we shared the same DNA too while they were waving bye-bye when niggas was floating on them boats to the Western Hemisphere. We shared the same DNA too.
You don't like that shit.
Don't come hollering at me about no goddamn DNA now when we done woke up and said, hey man, enough is enough. Y'all niggas we ain't on the same page. Y'all niggas are off code with us. But hey, look, I took a DNA test, brother. My brother, look, we're from the same region. You and I are the same. And the minute some white folks come around, fuck that nigga.
I don't know that experience, Tariq. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that experience.
That's why I say these niggas is full of shit, man. Niggas is full of shit. Sir Garvey, he's full of shit.
Like I said, I'm doing this video because I'm just trying to address some things. You're black, I'm black. Fine if you say, okay, you're from the UK and you're Jamaican, you don't want to rock with me. That's absolutely fine. I don't beg anyone's friendship. But it seems like you're in a perpetual state of attack, and sometimes when you're in a perpetual state of attack, you don't see who your allies are, because you see everyone as an enemy. And it seems the way you're speaking right now is that you see every other person who is not a foundational black American as your enemy. That's down to you. If you're in a perpetual state of, everyone's against me and I'm the victim, so be it. That's down to you as a human being. I can't tell you what to think or what to do. But yeah, it must be a very anxiety-ridden place that you live in, to tell the truth, to see everyone as your enemy. I would say this. I have heard foundational black Americans, I've heard you specifically, actually, talk about America being a white supremacist nation. It's no secret that America was built on white supremacy. The laws were made by white supremacists. White supremacists killed the Indians. They built laws and statutes and government based around white supremacy. I agree. However, what is very interesting to me is this. Foundational black Americans, I've seen them ask for reparations. And last time I checked, the total amount for reparations was in the trillions or multi-billions. So I'm trying to understand, from a purely logical and objective basis, if you think America is a white supremacist nation and it doesn't treat black people the way it should treat black people, what obligation would a white supremacist nation who doesn't like black...
It's a debt. It's a debt that they have to pay. And this is the type of bullshit. This is why I say you don't ever listen to these British motherfuckers. Most of these British motherfuckers is always hating on somebody. If they don't live in America, if they're not... let me tell you something. If your family hasn't been here for 400 or 500 years or past that, then you shouldn't be talking about black Americans. Because if we start talking about your country, we're not talking about that. You being divisive. That's the first thing that y'all motherfuckers will say. And niggas don't want to be hearing that. And this is why a lot of people step back off of him. And you know what? I'm going to put on one more video on what he did to Adonis. And I didn't like it. I personally didn't like it. Because Sir Garvey knew what he was fucking talking about. You know? And I heard these motherfuckers used to be friends and shit. But Sarah Garvey, you need to fight for your own people, my nigga. We don't need you. I'm going to be personally honest. Let me see if this nigga probably took that shit off. Yeah, he took that shit off. You know what? Give me a second. I know where I can find it.
And they say, oh yeah, I love my mandate.
You know? I know how to find it. But yeah, man, you can't trust these motherfuckers, man. I'm going to be personally honest. And the reason why I always tell you can't trust these motherfuckers, because these motherfuckers they'll switch up on you. You know, you see how Sarah Garvey already switched up? He didn't even go to Tariq Nasheed. This nigga went right to his YouTube. And he act like, I couldn't get in here. I couldn't get a hold on this nigga. Nigga, if I could get a hold on Tariq, how can't you? And you got a bigger platform than I do. That shit is fucking crazy, man. That's why I say, this nigga's a liar, man. All this nigga been doing is lying. Like, my nigga, tell the truth. Just say, I'm not fucking with his shit. Let me see if I can get it. Boom. Let's see. I don't understand. There's 193 nations from Syria to Cambodia, even, but somehow people are obsessed with 14% of they watch FBA every. Yeah, well, they have to because you got to look at it. And I'm gonna say this. All jokes aside, we're iconic. We're the only ones that never left the country, and we still fight no matter how bad the shit gets. Niggas try to tell our story, say, "Oh, yo, niggas was marching and we shall overcome." No, niggas was really fucking niggas up. Why you think them niggas are scared of us now? I'm gonna give you the best advice. When black people are feeling comfortable, white people are feared. They fear black people because they're too comfortable. But once we scared, oh, they're comfortable, my nigga. They're comfortable. That's why, nigga. That's why, yo. I'm telling you, yo. I'm almost 40, my nigga. I have never seen a protest of a white person talking about, oh, yo, black on white crime is an epidemic. I never heard no, oh, black and white crime is rising. Because you got to understand, these white people been killing black people for years. They've been killing us ever since for almost, 300 years? 300, 400 years. And not getting no justice. Now the president that they voted for is not doing what they thought he was going to do. And he never said no crazy shit like that, what he was going to do. He has never said one thing. And this is where the liberals get scared because black Americans for 80 years fought for everybody. Fought for gays, fought for Latinos, fought for Africans, fought for the Asians, fought for the Jewish people. None of these niggas wasn't fighting for themselves. Then when Latinos got a little bit of power, you know what they said to us? Oh, yo, we don't care what you do with the black people. Just identify us as white people. Let us have the white. What is it? They said let us have white. Let us have white policies too. They threw us under the bus just so they can have white policies. All jokes aside, what do you think all that what you think that there's an organization and it's for years. It's like the Black Caucus, but it's for the Latinos. There was this guy and he spoke for all of them back in the 70s and the 60s. He threw us under the bus. We've been trying for like 50, 60 years ever since they got to America to like, yo, let's group up together and like, yo, let's take over this shit. They said, nah, we ain't fucking with y'all Morenos. We ain't fucking with y'all Cocolos. The Africans, we got the Africans over here. Oh, we ain't fucking with y'all Akatas. We going with white man. The white man has all the power. Then we was like, yo, nigga, we got you over here. Yo, yep, Lilac. That was the dude's name. He threw us under the bus. Nobody didn't say shit. And I have to say that. Nobody didn't say shit. And this is why I always tell people all the time. Yo, only way we could defend other people is if we get what we need to get, and that's policy and tangibles. Once we get policy and tangibles, we'll help everybody else. Because they can't stab us in the back. Africans, they get over here, they think they doing better than us because they drive gypsy cabs. It's crazy. I never seen no shit like that. They really think they're better than us because I said this in my last show. The reason why Africans think they doing better because they live with 15 people in a 2-bedroom. Including kids, nigga. And it's, oh yeah, I'm doing way better than you, nigga, because you can spend all your money. You only probably paying like $30 for rent, my nigga. And don't let these niggas fool you talking about, oh, yo, we don't get Section 8. We work hard, nigga. No, nigga, when y'all come to this country, y'all get Section 8. Y'all get resources. Y'all get food stamps. They give you all of that shit, my nigga. Nigga, I worked for a homeless shelter. When niggas used to come over to America, they come over there, we helped them get food stamps and everything. Them niggas had crazy money, nigga. Don't let them niggas work under the table, too. And let me tell you something, too. I'm going to pimp you the more game. Them niggas still be on food stamps. They'll just tell their wives or their girlfriends to only work less than 20 hours, nigga. You could still get Section 8. You could still get Section 8. Yeah, we helped all those people come over to this country. And we get no credit for it. Oh, yeah, we did this by ourselves. No, nigga. Last time I remember, y'all was washing y'all pussy in the river, nigga. Come on. We ain't even gonna do, we ain't even gonna, we're not gonna, you ain't gonna play us like that. You ain't even gonna play us like that. And niggas are gonna be, oh, yo, that's fucked up to say. Nigga, that's what you was doing. Y'all was using alligator water to wash y'all pussy and clean y'all face. It's just like, yo, my nigga, that's what y'all did. The fuck? And now y'all got a problem from us because we trying to, you know, empower our own people. This is why people always had a problem with us. Because we always try to empower our own people and not everybody else. We don't include everybody else. But when y'all win, like he said, when niggas win awards, y'all niggas have y'all tribal flags out there that we go out the window. That's why I always tell nigga, what's this French shit y'all talk? This we. Nah, nigga, because, once y'all niggas start succeeding, y'all get a little bit of success, y'all don't know niggas no more. Yeah. That shit is getting out of control. That shit is getting crazy. You know? And niggas get mad when I say this shit, but I was like, yo, this is what y'all niggas do. Y'all talk about y'all so smart, but none of y'all niggas don't know how to use a toilet. They actually have to put signs and say, yo, stop shitting in the streets, nigga. Like, come on. Yeah, you might have your little good side and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but your whole country is a piece of shit, my nigga. What the fuck? Like, how we gonna say, oh, yo, look at the hood. The hoods ain't that dirty. The hoods ain't that dirty. We do got trash men come to pick up our trash. Other people are coming to show your fight there. Yeah, and it's true, but at the end of the day, what was so dope about that is that, yo, we started to see that. And like I always tell people all the time, niggas could get mad at Tariq Nasheed for saying what he said, but my nigga, it was true. He was saying everything that Claude Anderson's saying. So why is it? And let me tell you, I'm gonna do another show tomorrow. And another show tomorrow, and this is what I think, and this is just personally, this is me. These old niggas, these old FBA or these old so-called African American niggas, they're holding us back. They still want us to sing We Shall Overcome, holding hands. Instead of manipulating the system, fucking up the system, knowing that they need us and stuff and acting like they don't need us, let's just fuck it up. Fuck shit up. Let them be mad. It's like, yo, we gonna have to give these niggas something. Like, let me ask you something. Have you ever in history ever seen the presidential shit fucked up, policies fucked up, immigration fucked up like this? We have never seen this shit ever. Niggas is scared about getting deported. Niggas is scared about not getting their monies. Niggas is scared about losing policies, not getting money, not getting handouts. And white people are kings and queens of food stamps, my nigga. And I have to say that. They're kings and queen of that shit. You know? So, them niggas could get mad. Let me tell you something. Last week, I had to pack out like 20 fucking white supremacists. Them niggas got mad at me, and I told them, I'm like, yo, if you do not like this country, you could go. There's a place you could go back to your native home, Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, my nigga. You could fit in there. That's your weather, anyways. Them niggas got mad. Call me everything except a child of God, my nigga, but them niggas needed to hear it. The thing about it, it's not we being tribalistic. Hold on, and practicing. Yeah, we are practicing economy, but at the end of the day, we have to have some type of tribalistics to us. But I'm talking about when it comes to policies. We're not going to just vote for you because you're a Democrat. We got to vote for you, nigga. What are you doing for us? We can't be in like, oh, yo, you know what? The only time y'all niggas come and see us is when y'all need some votes. We can't keep on doing that shit no more. Nigga, you got to work for these votes. And what's her name? Fucking Kamala figured out that shit from the hard way. She figured it out the hard way. The hardest way. That bitch probably was drunk for like 3 days after that thing. I never seen an ass whooping that one. That was an ass whooping of the century, my nigga. And I gotta be personally honest. She caught a bad one. And this is how people gonna remember her. Like, yo, this girl, she's gonna be remember of people don't knowing if she's black or not. Cause she didn't answer the question for like fucking 5 months. Then niggas picking out her family, saying like, yo, her father was running around here saying that he's fucking white. And nigga, oh yeah, but he's Jamaican. No, that shit doesn't mean anything. We go to South Africa, there's like 4 or 5 different type of ethnicities. So what you think Jamaica is? Like, let me give you a second. Tyson Beckford. Tyson Beckford is Jamaican and he's some type of Asian. I don't know if he's Chinese or some Polynesian or some shit. But they used to call him Chinaman back in the days, yes. It's just people just don't know that because people just think, oh yeah, Jamaica is just black. I consider Bob Marley white because his father's from Britain. Yeah, his mother's Jamaican, but you know, you are what your father is, my nigga. I just go by different laws, but I understand if we think, okay, yo, Bob Marley's black, yeah. I can agree with you say Bob Marley's black because his mother's black, but technically I go by you are what your father is. You know? But yeah, that's like hold on, I didn't even finish writing what you was. I didn't finish reading it. If other groups didn't do it too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yo, if these other groups didn't do the same bullshit that we're doing now, there wouldn't be a problem. Niggas would have been on point. Niggas would have had their own communities. Like, technically, who said this? I think Dick Gregory said this. He said, yo, I don't think black Americans have our own community because at the end of the day, everybody serves our community. So technically, black people don't really we have very little community, but most of our communities, like our black communities, are middle class. Like you go look next door, is black men on every house is black men. Stores black owned. You know, it's just hold on. You see what FBA got behind? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I just did it. I think that's the show that I had to pack out people. I had people coming on from my Twitter trying to argue with me about Carmelo Anthony. And I was explaining to him, I was like, yo, we got to wait until the court start. I was like, yo, this nigga, this court case didn't even start yet. And y'all niggas already trying to crucify the nigga. Y'all putting out all these pictures and not showing the whole picture and trying to make this man look like he's a fucking killer. And black people's like, yo, we're not going for that. First of all, the nigga needs a fair case. Second of all, there's a stand your ground law in Texas. This is why I was asking the question, are foundational black Americans the new real black Americans? We can't say everybody's black American anymore. Because technically we're all black Americans, even Caribbeans and Africans. If they were born, they're black because of our lineage. But the way how we look at black is a lineage in the culture. They don't have that culture. They have different lineage of a culture. That's why when I was saying like, yo, the Brits, these Caribbeans and African, they're not black Brits because at the end of the day, they don't have that culture. They don't even know the culture. Their culture is African culture and Caribbean culture. We already have our culture. We have that black culture. That's why, this is why a lot of niggas don't like Jesse Jackson, because he started calling us African Americans in the 80s. A lot of black people had a problem with that. We all had a problem with that. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yo, did you see the other one? What Metcalf's father did? That's why, he fucked up that rally, though. Was it the white people, protect the white people rally? That nigga told the dude named Jake Lang and what's the other dude? Philip Anderson. It's this black coon nigga. He was at the rally. He told Jake Lang and Phil Anderson, he said, you are the fucking problem. He's like, yo, dude. And this is why I give Austin Metcalf's father some type of credit. Because he told him, he's like, yo, don't try to stop my son. Don't use my son's face as to start a race riot. Look that shit up. You be like, oh, shit. That's what people been talking about, but a lot of people never said. I'm thinking about doing a reaction video on it. Yeah, it was a flop, man. There was more people protesting at the rally than people really for the rally. We got to look at shit like that, And, we feel bad for morally, we feel bad for the dude's pops, but the thing about these white people, you got to stop being vigilantes. Just mind your fucking business. This is what we've been telling white people for years. Mind your fucking business, man. If that shit ain't got nothing to do with you, man, leave the shit alone, man. If you got a problem with it, go call the police or the security guard. He could have called the security guard. This nigga wanted to be Batman. Niggas probably forgot to tell him Batman don't really got no powers. He just had money. Nigga, that's it. Oh yeah, nigga got pop. He got the right one that day. But I'm sorry to laugh, but yeah, the nigga's taking the dirt that man because he wanted to be a superhero. I don't know what the type of shit that nigga was on, man, but that nigga should have been on angel dust that day, man. At least he would have never felt getting stabbed in the chest, nigga. I see niggas get shot 3 times on angel dust, man. Them niggas, pat, 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 still running at the cops. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that should be that should be lit. Catch a nigga on angel dust. Let him have a bad batch of that shit. That nigga trying to kill everybody. Let me go. And ain't be nobody on him and everything. Yo, that shit is crazy. Yeah, man, that shit made me stop smoking weed, man. I was like, shit, I don't want to get a bad batch of that shit. Oh, let me see what you say, my man. Not yet. Nah, not saying come on, boy. Hey, like I said, man, he's innocent to proven guilty, man. He didn't even have his court case yet. But at the end of the day, like I said, Daniel Penny, he got off because he was white. Let's personally be honest about it. The nigga could have called the police. George Zimmerman, them niggas told him, like, yo, stay back. Let the police handle it. Nigga wanted to be Batman, killed somebody. Then went in court crying like a little bitch. Nigga, you did. Now when you get out of jail, His father should have taught him better. Nigga, let me tell you something. If that was my son, nigga, I'm gonna bury my son and I'm gonna kill your whole family, my nigga. I would have been killed his whole family. And I would have did the time. Fuck it. I would have did the time, my nigga. Fuck it. Like, I'm sorry to say it that, you know, Trayvon Martin's father went out like a punk, my nigga. It is what it is. It just doesn't make no sense. Somebody kill your kid, you gonna let that nigga get a pass? Nah, my nigga. Not even the streets I let niggas get passes. It's just, it is what it is. It's just, it is what it is. You don't let niggas get passes, especially not no shit like that. You know? Yeah, man, you gotta protect the kids, man. Like, how can you consider yourself a fucking man doing that shit, man? You know? And I'm not trying to kick the niggas back in, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, niggas, shine time, my nigga. The fuck? You should have been got busy. Should have been got busy. Made the nigga disappear and everything. Made his family disappear and everything. That nigga would be looking for his kids like the fucking the Tiger King dude. Remember the lady, what's her name? Eric Batcher or some shit like that? Her husband disappeared. She took all the money. Yo, she made the husband sign it, give all the money away that she was gonna give his kids, and she took the money. Then the nigga disappeared. Then they still couldn't find. Till this day, they still don't know where that nigga is. They don't know where that white man is. That bitch walking around with another husband. That bitch had, the next month when he disappeared, she had another husband already. Yeah, man. That money make bitches do crazy shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that nigga disappeared like a motherfucker. I'm telling you, man, like, the 2025, I've been telling people even in the beginning of the year, I was like, people going to see how strong Black Americans is. All this, scaring us. This nigga's just trying to take all your rights and stuff. Nigga, you can't take all our rights. You can't take all our rights. We gotta go through a step to do some shit like that. And plus, if it's especially if it's a constitution, you can't change the constitution. You can't change it. That's stupid. This is why it's like, where's all these liberals getting this shit from? Because he took the DEI. Nigga, we wasn't even using that shit. Most of us wasn't even using the DEI. They still wasn't giving that shit to us. They were giving that shit to white women. The fuck? Why the fuck we need it? Why the fuck are we mad? No, they didn't like us for it. That affirmative, I'm talking about the affirmative action, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, that affirmative action, that shit was supposed to be for us. They gave that shit to everybody except to us. Again. Look at, what's his name? Look at this dude named VJ Ingram. VJ Ingram, cosplay of being a Black American, an Indian guy, cosplay of being a Black American, called himself JoJo. It's this Indian lady, I forgot the Indian lady's name. Let me find that Indian lady's name. The nigga's supposed to be in jail. I'm not gonna lie. Cause let me tell you something, they did all that shit to, what's her name? Rachel Doza. But they didn't do it to her. Oh yeah, Ming Kingling. That's her name. Her brother. Both of these punk ass motherfuckers is from Massachusetts too. They all from Cambridge. But her brother's a fucking con artist. He should be in jail. I'm gonna be personally honest. Nigga was stealing black money, man. Yeah. That nigga don't get no pass. I'm gonna talk shit about, I don't give a fuck if he's from, nigga, I'm from Boston. I'm still gonna kick this nigga's back in. I don't give a fuck if he's from Cambridge. That shit, what the fuck that got to do with me? All we know, then he's talking about affirmative action is a hack. Like, my nigga, you was using it. That's like, that's like me saying, crack is bad. That's like me saying crack is bad, and after I tell you that and give you the reason why crack is bad, I go smoke a bowl. I'll go free base or something, nigga. I'll go free base and say like, I needed that hit. The fuck? That's what type of shit this nigga's on. Hold on, let me see you say. I'm sorry. Black over was 5%. 3 that 5% Yeah, fuck it. Take that shit away. We don't need that shit. Fuck it. Financial aid is good. Fuck it. We work. Most of us don't even go to school. We just go get trades and stuff and make like $80,000 to $100,000 a year. That's where most of the money is getting trades and shit. You know, like being a plumber or a carpenter or some shit like that. You get crazy money doing that. Niggas go to school to be a fucking teacher and spend like $200,000 to be a teacher, and them niggas don't even make like $50,000 a year. Them niggas spend a whole bunch of money to be poor, nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. They spend money to be poor, my nigga. And that's why I was like, yo, I don't want to be no fucking teacher. Teach what, nigga? Karate, nigga? Fuck that. Niggas go to school. Yeah, I had this teacher. She went to Harvard just to be a fucking high school teacher, nigga. I said, why would you do that? She's like, oh, yo, I always wanted to learn. I was like, nigga, but you went to Harvard. You couldn't go to Harvard to do anything else? Oh, I picked up a minor, though. I was like, but your major is education. That shit's stupid. You know? And I'm not shitting on teachers and stuff, but, if you want to take that risk, by all means, do it. It's just, you're going to be broke, my nigga. Or if you're going to be a teacher, go sell drugs or something. Have your hands in selling drugs or some shit, because you're going to be broke, man. You're going to be living with all the poor kids in your school, my nigga. It just, nigga, I had this teacher, I almost went to Indiana State University, my nigga. And it was because of my teacher, Mr. Mercerios. I was going to go to school to be an anesthesiologist and everything. I just didn't want to do 12 years, my nigga. I was like, fuck that. After I did 2 years, I was like, yo, fuck that. I don't want to be I didn't want to be a teacher. I mean, I didn't want to do, and I was working the meds in the medical room and stuff. Anesthesia, putting people to sleep. You gotta be careful with it, because a nigga could like OD or go into a coma and shit like that. Me, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that shit anymore. So I went into fire science. And after I did fire science, it was straight and stuff until they told me, like, yo, sometimes these fucking cars blow up and stuff and you can die. I was like, man, fuck that. And because I would have made like 120,000 starting, because I had education for it and stuff. Like I had like like most people who become a firefighter, they don't have a degree. I already had a certificate to be a firefighter. It's just, I didn't want to do that shit no more, because that shit will blow the fuck up. I'll be like, fuck that. Yeah, man. Like, yo, like I always tell people, yo, that shit be lit, yo. There's jobs out here where you don't have to go to college, where you can make like what $80,000-$90,000 a year, and yo, you could just be chilling. I be seeing niggas be chilling, just, oh, yo, I'm a plumber, or I'm some type of crazy shit. Yeah, that should be That should be lit, niggas. That should be blowing up and everything. You gotta run into buildings and stuff on fire sometimes. Yeah. I had the certificate and everything for it. I was like, man, fuck this shit, nigga. I don't know. I'm good with that, But niggas think, oh, yo, you gotta be a doctor. Most of them niggas be a doctor, and them niggas ain't going back to. They're not going back to their country. So every gypsy cab driver talk about, oh, yo, y'all niggas is lazy and stuff like that. Yo, my people are being doctors and shit. Like, nigga, drive the car, nigga. We don't give a fuck what you saying. Drive the fucking car to where I gotta go, my nigga. I don't need to hear about your peoples, my nigga. Them niggas be on that shit. Oh, but nigga, you doing Uber right now, my nigga. Now, Uber your ass to where I need to go, my nigga. Like, come on. I gotta go. I'm on a rush. Yeah, that's why I was like, yo. That's why, I got sick and tired of that shit. I was like, yo, I gotta get a car, my nigga. Got me a car, man. I was like, fuck that. And I never looked back ever since. I was like, what? Almost 13, 14 years ago. Yeah, man, because, yo, you got to look at it, man. Me, like, I lived in Boston, so all I did was longboard, man. Yo, chill, smoke some weed. I don't even smoke weed no more, man. I haven't smoked weed in, like, almost 5-6 years. Longboard, smoke weed, listen to some music. I was living a life, man. it's just you just get tired, man. You just get tired of that shit where like, yeah, you just get tired of that bullshit. I ain't even gonna lie, you know. But yeah, this VJ ass nigga, yeah, he needs to be in jail though. That's why it's like, yo, everybody want to be black, but nobody want to. Like Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. You know. Everybody want all the black iconic things, that the aura of a black person, and everybody copying them and shit like that. But niggas don't want the nigga problems. When like just niggas is just talking crazy. This is why I asked y'all that question. Like, are we the new black Americans? Like, are we the real new black Americans where like, oh, yeah, I'm black America, but nigga, where's your family from? Yeah, okay, so you're not really a black American. You're black American because you was born here or you was anchored here, but your family's somewhere else, you know? Like they would be considered Caribbean, you know? And it's fucked up to say, but you know, or it's not really fucked up, but it's fucked up to like cut them out the picture. But at the end of the day, this is what they wanted. We never said like, oh, yo, you know what? We don't want to be around these niggas. These niggas always said that about us. Calling us Yankees, calling us Acatas, Morenos, Cocolos, niggas. You know, that's why, that's why sometimes it's cringing when people be saying the word nigga. Yo, what's up, nigga? Hey, what's up, man? And like me, I let niggas say it. Like, go on and say it. It's just don't say it around the wrong person. Niggas gonna pump kick you in the face. Just, that's the shit that you gotta deal with. Yeah, man. Niggas will, let me tell y'all something. People don't understand. Boston people are fucking crazy, man. I have never in a million years. Hold on. The youth is moving away from. Yeah, because let me tell you something. That Pan-African shit with Pan-Africanism, if you really do the research, that shit was funded by the CIA, if you really want to be personally honest. It just went through two names so you can understand that. Then you got the location is in Largo. If all of us is Pan-Africanism and we're pushing this shit in America, why isn't the headquarters in America? You know, that shit's in Lago, Nigeria. Scamming, what is it? Scamming city, nigga. I thought Atlanta be finessing niggas. They ain't got shit on the Indians or the fucking India or fucking Nigeria, man. Them niggas is scammers. You know, but hey, it is what it is. You know. But you know what? I'm gonna land, man. I'm gonna do something. I gotta do two things tomorrow. Hold on, what's up? I didn't know. Yeah, that shit's funded by the CIA, man. That shit's funded. Let me look. Hold on. I'm gonna pimp y'all to something. African culture in society. Hold on, is this it? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all what. Yeah, I'm gonna pimp you something real fast. Where's that at? Let me find that shit at. Yeah, I was doing mad research. Is this it right here? Nah, that's not it. Because technically, like, Pan-Africanism was supposed to actually be with us. Because I thought this shit was, like, created in, like, the 1950s or some shit. But somebody was telling me that shit was, like, the 1908, the Marcus Garvey shit. But I always tell people all the time, Marcus Garvey was a scammer, if you kind of look at it, you know? Like, he got shit popping here a little bit, but it wasn't like, oh, no. They made it seem like, oh, yo, he changed the mindset of like America. Like niggas gave us. Let me tell you something. Niggas gave us Pan-Africanism because there was too many not vigilantes, but there was too many revolts happening. So if we give them some type of culture, they'll stop just doing crazy shit. So they just think it was just structure. And it kind of fucked us up where like, yo, oh yeah, we from Africa and shit like that. Nigga, we're in Africa. And yo, the English went into that country so bad and fucked it up and stuff. And them niggas don't even know what they are. The niggas is calling themselves Nigeria, and that shit started probably in the early 1900s. You know, hold on, let me see. Is it African Society in Culture Organization? I'm gonna pimp you to some shit. Hold on. Let me see if this is it. All right. This is where Pan-Africanism came from. It's this thing called American Society of African Culture. African American writers, artists, scholars. The society funded Congress of Negro Writers and Artists. That's where Pan-Africanism came from. Office in Lagos, Nigeria. Funded CIA. The CIA funded this shit. This is where all this Africanism, this is all where this Pan-Africanism shit came from. American Society of African Culture. We never started calling ourselves African American until like the 80s. Where the fuck all this shit come from? Let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, right here. See? American Society of African Culture. We never really called ourselves African. We just started that shit. You know? That's why I always tell people all the time that Pan-African. That's why I say I don't even follow Dr. Umar no more. Dr. Umar, yo, he's a scammer too, my nigga. He's worse than TD Jakes, my nigga. So and TD Jakes be pimping too. So I can't even really get mad at him. Yeah, man. It's just like, yo, we gotta be careful with all that shit, man. And also too, I was doing research on Pan-Africanism. I was trying to start this show where I just look at different like people. I always look at different conspiracies that niggas be going with, and then after that we look it up and see what's going on and stuff and why people be thinking that shit. And I give you my opinion if I think it's true or not. You know, I call it the Orochi theories. You know, it's just I think this shit was funded by the CIA and stuff because you know. Like, if it's American Society of African Culture, why is it in fucking Nigeria? Like, this is why I always tell people all the time. The thing about keeping us down, it wasn't that, you know, that they wanted to. It's just like, yo, if they give us an inch, we go far with it. Like, when they leave us alone, we progress. We always done that. But once they get in our business, they fuck shit up. They make rules where, like, yo, they don't want us to, you know, progress. Like, nigga, look at all the communities we built that they burnt down. They didn't just burn them down because, like, oh, yo, you know what? It's just the thing to do. They burnt them down because, yo, that shit was achieving. That shit was progressing. We had our own schools. We were teaching our own children. You know? We had stronger homes. It's just always been like that. It's just they didn't like it. Like, yo, these niggas just got out of fucking. These niggas technically got out of slavery in the 1860s, 1890s. And like these niggas is making more money than most of our countries, most of our cities put together. What the fuck is going on? These niggas got movie theaters, these niggas got little shops and stuff, and how are they surviving? That's what they thinking. This is why I always tell people all the time, Black Americans will always survive. You know? Like, we've been through every type of depression, every type of, like, bad time in life. Why you think they call it the Dark Ages? We was the only ones surviving in the Dark Ages. Them niggas was catching diseases and all that other stuff, and we would living life. It sucks to tell them that, but it sucks to tell them the truth, but at the end of the day, this is why I say, yo, we are the bar. Black Americans is always the bar. You look at our history, ain't nobody has history like us. And this is if we're telling the truth. Ain't nobody has history like Black Americans. You know? We could put all the things that Africa did just for Africa. The only person that we could really talk about is fucking Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the richest man of all times. He is, but at the end of the day, what else is after that? Who, Akhenaten? That gave his... Nigga, let me tell you something. Egypt is a disgrace. Egypt gave their knowledge, their ability to fucking groom. They took all their mythologies and they call it their mythologies, and everybody follows Greek mythology, and all that shit is African mythology. Then you got these so-called people who calling themselves Africans that live in Africa that really are not African. They're like Persians and Europeans. Like, let's personally be honest, them niggas is not Africans. That's why I always tell people all the time, yo, there's no way in hell that Myron Gaines or Amuru, I call AKA Habibi, is fucking African. He's Arab. I consider the nigga Arab. He's not African. That's why, today I asked an African girl today. I was like, yo, do you consider most of those people in your country African? She's like, yeah, why not? I was like, because some of them niggas is Arab. Arabs are not African. Oh, what are they? They're like Persians. Then she kind of froze it and we all won and shit. No, you can't say that. I was like, yo, because I say, yo, if a black man moved to China and he had kids by another black person, is that nigga Chinese? So why are we calling this nigga, why are we calling these Arabs fucking African? You know? But I'm going to land there. And like I said, thank you for watching the show, yo. We have a great time. We did 218. We did 220. I think that's good enough. We talked about everything. We had a good time. I'm going to do something tomorrow, definitely. We're going to talk about these old niggas tomorrow because these old niggas is out of pocket. Again, I see you tomorrow probably at like 9, 10 o'clock. But we're going to get busy.